Welcome to a 5-minute visualization mindfulness tool, mindfulness exercise. So we're going to take about 5 minutes and I'll guide you through a little bit of visualizing stuff. Sometimes people really resonate with breathing, sometimes people resonate with listening, sometimes people resonate with imagery. So this one is going to be imagery, and you can use this one at any time, at anywhere. So taking a moment to just settle into a position that's comfortable for you, and just before we begin, identify any contact points you have. Sometimes it's helpful to start by just feeling your back against a chair or feeling your feet on the ground. And sometimes you hear drop in. So this is that dropping in. So you drop in by feeling a sensation. So you come into this moment. It's kind of like bringing your awareness to what's occurring right now in the present moment. And that is a sensation. You can always feel a sensation, and that is present moment awareness, which is one of the key things of mindfulness. So finding a position that's comfortable, sensing your feet on the ground or your seat in the chair, and we're going to begin by taking a breath. So inhale, which is just breathing in, and exhale, breathing out. You can have your eyes open or closed. So if they're closed and you choose to keep them closed, know that you can always open them throughout the meditation. You don't have to stay in one position with your eyes closed the entire time. You can change throughout, whatever's comfortable for you, but just make sure you're not squeezing them. You want them to gently shut. Find a spot to look at. If you keep them open a little bit out in front of you, eyes slightly lowered down, but your head shouldn't be tucked too low, just a little drop in the chin. And we're going to use this idea that we're going to bring imagery to a meditation that you can use to calm your nervous system down, to bring you into the present moment. And we do it through breath and through visualizing. So first thing, we are going to find where our breath is currently. So take a moment to just take a normal breathing pattern for you. Sometimes it takes a minute or two to calm your nervous system down, to breathe in a way that's comfortable. So find a comfortable breathing pattern for yourself, whether it's lower down in your abdomen, in your diaphragm. Really great breathing is deep diaphragm breathing. So you want to try and get that lower chambers of your lung breathing versus breathing into your chest or your neck or your jaw. So take a moment to just gently breathe. So a couple breaths, inhale and exhale. And as we sit and do this breath work, we are going to use the sky as our image. So if your eyes are closed or even if they're open, see if you can take a moment to imagine a sky. And maybe it's one of those really big skies when you say, that's a big sky. So the horizon is very long. And maybe you can even see clouds in the sky, a lot of clouds. One of the ideas behind mindfulness is that our thoughts come and go, emotions come and go, feelings come and go. And we try and identify that you have a thought or a feeling or emotion and not cling to it, knowing that it will morph, it will change, it will dissolve, just like a cloud. So if you can imagine a cloud right now, and maybe the cloud is a thought. So with your breath, you're inhaling and exhaling, and you identify a cloud in the sky. Imagine the cloud changes just as it does in real life. Clouds, maybe they're big and puffy and white, and they slowly elongate. Maybe even a piece breaks off, and those two pieces change shapes And maybe they drift away and you only see one, and then that slowly drifts away. And as you sit and imagine the clouds, you have thoughts. Thoughts come and go, and you get distracted and you start thinking. So the second you start having a thought, or you become aware that you have a thought, imagine it as the cloud and imagine it just kind of drifting by. So the idea is you focus on your breath, inhale and exhale. A thought occurs. Imagine it as a cloud, changing shapes, drifting by, and even dissolving. So taking a couple moments to visualize the clouds, and anytime a thought arises, the second you identify thinking, seeing if you can watch it change, morph, and dissolve. So for about 30 seconds, sit in silence and see what happens. And so rather than focusing on inhaling and exhaling, you're focusing on visualizing the sky and the clouds. That's your focus, your focal point. That's what you're focusing on. And when you have a thought, you imagine it dissolve and redirect to imagining the sky. So for about 30 more seconds, visualize the clouds and the sky and the changes that occur. And as you sit and now maybe refocus on your breath, inhale and exhale. Know that when you're not meditating, the training you're doing now is helping you when you're in real life to not attach to a thought or a sensation or a feeling. The idea is you notice that you're distracted from your focal point and you bring your attention back to that which you want to focus on. So maybe you're talking to someone and you get distracted and you go, oh, right, I'm thinking, I'm distracted. And you bring your thoughts back to the person that you're speaking to. Just like in this visualization, you're focusing on the sky and the clouds, and you have a thought, and you bring your thoughts back to the focal point, which are the clouds, dissolving, changing. So taking another 10 seconds to just watch the clouds. And coming back to our breath, so inhale and exhale. And now to a sensation, so your feet on the ground or your seat in the chair, identifying a contact point, your heels. This is just a great way to bring us back from our meditation back to what's occurring right now. And when you're ready, allowing your eyes to open or refocus on the room if they're already open, and just take a moment to be with the feeling that you generated while you were doing this exercise. So if it was a calm or relaxed or aware, just feel that right now with your eyes open as you look around the room. And taking one more breath, inhale and exhale, and come back to the real world. Thanks for doing that 5-minute-ish visualizing meditation.